Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I want to share with you how to straighten your hair without damaging it. I have this magic tool that I've been using for 10 years, but I feel like people don't really know about it and I don't know why, but for me, this has saved my life and my hair. It's a rotating brush from Philips. It's called Dynamic Volume Brush. It has a few settings that I'm going to talk about in a moment, but first and foremost, I need to tell you that I have curly hair. When I first started straightening my hair, I would use just a regular hair dryer. I would use the brush and I would do it by hand, which it was a nightmare. It took me like 2 hours, and then because it wasn't straight enough, I would have to use a hair straightener. And the result was never as good as the result I get when I use the hairbrush. But let me take you through the whole process and you can see for yourself if this is in fact a magic tool. Let's get to work. Okay, so I just washed my hair. I've applied treatment and the next step is to apply the heat protection. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Serie Expert. I have to make sure I apply lots and lots of product. This is heat protection, but also shine. So I'm always applying both ways. I'm gonna spray from the outside in, but also from this side. I'm gonna leave a little bit of extra product on my tips because usually tips need extra protection. As soon as I'm done with spraying the heat protection, I just make sure that it's evenly distributed, so it doesn't only protect patches of my hair. I'm going to use this to brush my hair just because I have curly hair and it's very, very fine and I don't want it to break. You can see I'm being super gentle. Okay, so now that I've detangled my hair, I need to separate the top section. I'm gonna leave this for last. It has 4 buttons. These indicate the direction of the rotation, left and right. The next one is the temperature, and I advise you to always use it on care. This is the perfect optimal temperature for your hair and it will not damage it. The next one is the speed. I used to like to put it on level 2. Lately I've been using the slower level, level 1, just because I don't need that much speed and rotation, but I do need to dry it faster. So that's why I picked the first level. And lastly, this button does this. It has interchangeable brushes, but to be honest, I don't really have the other one. It was smaller and it had, I think, plastic bristles. So that's something that I never use. Here are the things that you need to know about this brush. You can either use it to straighten your hair if you have curly hair, or if your hair is already straight, you can just give yourself a blow dry. If your hair is in fact curly, I do recommend you use it on wet hair because you don't want to give the hair time to form the curls. Since I have curly hair, I'm definitely going to use it on wet hair. Let's get to work. Okay, so I would say it worked pretty fast. It looks really good and shiny. I do like to give it a twist at the end just to have some sort of shape. I don't like my hair to just be straight. If you do like straight hair, then you don't have to do this. You just go with your hand like this at the tip. Just let it fall. One thing that I wanted to mention is that I try to avoid letting the brush go over the tips too many times, and that's because that's the most damaged section of our hair. I just like to protect it as much as I can. And what I do is when I feel like the brush is getting closer to the tips, it's going down, 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 I just pull my hair. I try not to let it rotate over the tips too much. So this is the almost final look. There's only one more step, and that's applying oil. I'm going to use this really cheap L'Oreal oil just because I ran out of the other ones, but this one's good enough. I do tend to go a bit overboard with oil, but I'm gonna try not to this time. I only apply it on the bottom half, never near my roots. Okay, so this is the final look. I do like how shiny my hair looks. It does have a little bit of a volume. It's not perfectly straight because I wasn't going for perfectly straight, and I do have fine hair, so it won't have this amazing volume. But I bet if you have thicker hair, this will work even better on you. Guys, I have so many other beauty hacks, not only about hair, but makeup, nails, and many others. So make sure you check out my other videos, and I will see you next time with more tips and tricks.